Yeah.
The things you say on the stage, you have to come with me. I'm like, what? I'm like,
yes, hi there.
I have to arrest you?
This is some of the funny moments of 50 Cent's interviews.
Interesting upbringing.
This is really funny. Let's watch it to the end.
Not supposed to be involved.
And I believe you will enjoy.
You say the American flag
enjoy
has
now.
50
Thank you
stars.
very much.
Then you call me 50 Cent. If you say the American flag got about 50 stars up on it, then 50's just fine.
Is 50 Cent Illuminati? If I was Illuminati, I'd be nominated for something. Wouldn't I? I'd have some kind of fucking nominations. I can't even... Who is Illuminati? Let me call them and talk to them about this shit. Maybe they can get somebody to do me a favor.
I was sitting there, I was like, in the Twilight Zone, because I was like, am I in jail for singing a song?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so this can't be so bad.
Right.
You know, and then when they start telling you we need your passports,
Yeah.
go, wait a minute. This is bad.
Yeah.
What does take you to the candy shop mean? It means I take you to the hotel, clean version.
You can go buy a small car. You can go buy a fucking Chrysler for $5,000. Ain't no shoe ever gonna be no wheels, man. I don't care what you say.
Hey kids, it's back to school time. And where do you get the best for the lowest price? The 50 Cent store, where everything costs 50 cents. Not 99 cents, not 75 cents, 50 cents.
$100 bill. If you see $100 bills, call me 50. If what you see is Benjamins, 50's just fine.
Go back to school in style with thousands of items like gently used notebooks, 50 cent, pencil nubs, 50 cent, a thermos with no top, 50 cent, an 8-pack of crayons with 3 missing, 50 cent, recently expired Lunchables, 50 cent, and whatever the this is, 50 cent. Do we have Star Wars lunchboxes? No, but we have Judge Mathis lunchboxes. Kids love Judge Mathis, so come on by the 50 Cent store, or you might get shot.
The 50 Cent Store, located at the corner of Route 4 and Myrtle, right behind the club.
You 99-cent store, I cost half.
All sales are final.
Would you buy Reeboks now?
Yeah, if everything else don't fit my size.
How do you feel about some people who say like the integrity is messed up when you paint on sneakers?
I'm not talking to them. Those people don't count.
They wanted your passports. They wanted to kick you out of the country. And what was weird is you were upset because you thought there's a lot of crime there in St. Kitts.
They're like the murder capital.
Yeah.
So you got me here for saying and you got a murder rate higher than every place else I've been?
Is 50 Cent cool with Rob Kardashian? Okay, yeah. I was just showing Rob some compassion, you know what I'm saying? And I was telling him in his point of confusion, I've fucked with hoes too at a different point in my life. So I was just identifying with him so he didn't be all broken up about his dealings with Black China.
Let's look at the underwear. I want to get a look at this. This is called Frigo Crown. There it is. That's Frigo Crown. Now tell us what's going on. First of all, that's not what I would look like if I were wearing Frigo Crown, exactly. It's fantastic.
We can Photoshop you to look just like that. Listen, we all mess up sometimes. Like that first pitch I threw at the Mets game. But I don't feel bad, because I didn't tell nobody I was a professional pitcher.
You see Big Sean, 2 Chainz, they're all getting deals, but the one that is the most successful is the Kanye shoe. You know, these are going for $6 grand.
Wow. You can keep them motherfuckers. Called and told me, like, M wants to meet with you. I was like, all right. Like, he's like the biggest artist in hip-hop.
Yeah.
At the time. And
Sure.
I said, okay, I'll fly, you know. I didn't want to get my hopes up or get excited. And then when I got there, he was like, yo, this is it. This is the next big thing. And I was like, okay.
Cool fun facts. How can I achieve a physique like 50 Cent? Well, you know, this physique over here, buddy, is a reflection of discipline, commitment. All you gotta do is work out sometime. I work out sometime.
Trump, where you really thought that he's, in his presidency and his attitude, and maybe for quite a while, he's been borrowing a lot from rap culture in his attitude.
Yeah.
And I actually can kind of see what you're talking about.
He do, because he don't never take responsibility for what.
Or the pair of jeans still haven't done.
That's really funny, man.
That's fucked up. The jeans didn't come since 2011. You should have notified someone, man. It's a long time, man.
$750. These are probably.
Why those are $700 though?
These are probably originals. That's the thing.
From when they first came
When
out. Wait, it's a huge difference. Look, the new ones don't got. Okay, no, there's no difference.
Sorry, these are just things I'm thinking about. Why is it called crown? What does crown mean?
Crown, I was using the hierarchy, of living for the theme of it, and I called it the crown because, you're putting the crown jewels in there.
Yeah.
50 Cent did not ask a whole 21 questions on 21 questions, and we haven't done a good job of holding him accountable. This guy can't actually count very well. 21 questions has 21 questions. Just gotta go back and count them.
You put your show on against a new season of Game of Thrones.
That's what I wanted to do.
This is your own idea?
Listen,
because I was going to recommend you shoot that person. I'm thinking now you might have to shoot yourself.
I'm not gonna shoot me, Jimmy. Not gonna shoot me.
5 vehicles. I ain't got no Bugatti. I don't want no cars that cost as much as planes that I can't find nobody who want to buy it from me when I get ready to get rid of it.
They say something you know is wrong, you go, uh-oh.
Right.
I ain't gonna do that again.
Right.
It just feels uncomfortable because
Right.
Socially, people be talking to you about it.
Right.
Your social network. And then Trump, he said, and he'd be like, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's 50 Cent a pimp. Last time I checked, I was a full-blown pimp. But I'm reformed. I'm recovering. Is 50 Cent a nice guy? Absolutely. I love 50 Cent. People can say what they want about him, but he's a good guy.
Like Kanye compare himself to like Steve Jobs, Picasso.
Yeah.
Who else he still compared himself to? What, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan,
Right.
Walt Disney.
Yeah.
I wonder what made 50 Cent say, girl, I love you like a fat kid loves cake in 21 questions. I always crack up every time I hear that. I want you to see what I'm saying when I say things in my music at points. What I'm trying to say to you is, I love you, but too much of you is no good for me. See, you ain't think about that like that, right? See, decoding lyrics right here. 50 Cent, retire. No, I'll be working every day. I'm just doing a little bit of different stuff. You gotta diversify. If 50 Cent used to box, yep. I still kick somebody's ass right now. They try me. All you gotta do is try me, because I'll snap. And you can get your lawsuit. Like, I'll you up right here.
Like, no matter what you do, you get these different status. Like, you'd be like writer, producer, a mogul.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get in trouble, they go rapper.
Yeah, sure.
You go right back to rapper.
Right back to rap.
But you have to be stupid to
That's
think
really,
that I
really
didn't
funny.
know what a grapefruit is, right?
It's really funny.
1 second.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Dinner Thieves, Gerard Butler, and I'm getting these phone calls. I'm starting to feel important around here.
The only show in premium cable, period, that Power's behind is Game of Thrones.
Okay, but
That's why I started it early.
Why would you move?
Listen, I'm paying attention.
Okay, all right.
Don't think you pulled one over.
Where did 50 Cent die? 50 Cent died in a relationship with this girl back in Southside Jamaica, Queens, man. With women, you may die a million deaths.
Yeah. What was his dance?
He had a
I
little
can't
dance that he
remember. What was
doing.
his dance?
But it just felt so weird. Like,
I can't remember his dance. Can you?
nah, I ain't doing that. You try to get me to dance.
When is Power coming back on? Be back on shortly, but you gotta call Optimum. You gotta call in the Optimum and tell them you want your power on. This is a new quote. I'm a narcissist, right? And I don't care how you feel. Quote me on that when I wanna go somewhere. My favorite food, turkey and cheese. It's really basic, but turkey and cheese is it for me right now.
You taught me how to beef last time you were here.
Yeah.
Who was I beefing with? Bobby Flay. That's how I started beef with Bobby
But you didn't
Flay.
really start the beef because you're number one. So when you number one, you gotta wait for somebody to come or you appear to be a bully. That's what they be saying to me. They call me the bully.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So someone beefs at you and then you deal
You let
with
them
the
say
beef.
something like they're gonna be number one and you go, when? When I die?
Now, you had a beef with or have a beef with Ja Rule.
Yeah, it's an old school. That's an old.
But I understand that. But wait, I understand. In October, you did something to get back at Ja Rule.
Yeah.
And please tell the people what you did because this is quite
I bought
extraordinary.
like the first 4 rows in his concert.
You bought the first 4 rows in his concert?
Yeah, they was like on Groupon for $15. It wasn't a big deal.
So you go on Groupon. Were you just on Groupon, or did you just see it, or did you hear that it was on Groupon?
They were showing me the stuff on there, and my sister and stuff, and I said, yo, they put concert tickets in? And I looked, and his tickets was there. I was like, how much are the tickets?
Oh, this is quiet wickedness.
Give me the first 4 rows.
Buying
How many seats is that?
4
That's gotta be like 200
rows
seats.
on in the front seat.
$3,000.
So when he came out, there's nobody in the first 4 rows of his concert?
Now you got to test your showmanship. When you come and there ain't nobody in the front seats, you got to still perform like everybody's here.
You do not want to with you.